I'll do another stretch type video on that kind of stuff, on that note or whatever. I'll do stretching, best way to do, and worst way to do. Alright, so first off, what I'm doing actually at the moment, I'm doing taping. This is the actual plug, but I've taped around the plug maybe, just barely anything, maybe like 8 layers so far of tape, and that's not much at all. See what you do when you get the tape on there. Everybody says not to use masking tape, or not to use electrical tape, not to use this, to go and buy bondage tape, which I don't see how anybody under 18 will be able to do, or in their right mind would ask their parents, if you were under 18, to go buy it for them. So a lot of us underage kids do have to summarize. You know what? If you have to use anything like bondage, or not bondage, like electrical tape or masking tape or anything of that sort. Right now I'm using masking tape, but what it does do, they're right, people who say it does completely stick to your ears, and you'd have to rip it out while you're stretching. That's never any good. But what I do to make sure it stays safe and healthy and not sticking to my fucking ears, I just make sure to put a lot of little lube on it, on the tape itself, and I make sure to move it around a lot, like while you're watching YouTube or whatever, just sit there and screw with your plugs, and like if you go to sleep with your taped masking tape or whatever, you go to sleep with those in. Right when you wake up, you're gonna want to twist your plugs around. You're gonna want to mess around with those. Yeah. And right now, I think that's possibly my best way is to stretch. Right now I'm stretching from 5/8 to 3/4. And it's not going too bad. A little the inside piece, the white, that's the normal plug, and the tape around it is, of course, the tape. That's what I've got to stretch to, and so far I think I'm getting really close. Right now, it does not fit inside of the other. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't fit. I tried putting this in my ear, both ears the other night. But it doesn't work. You can't just stretch so bad, because I'm pretty sure there's another small size in between those 5/8 and 3/4. See if you can see, I damaged my ear pretty nicely. It's stiff and fucking as red as hell. But I'm doing the thing you should not do. I'm still stretching anyways. See, the unhealthy, very bad, poopy shit way to stretch. See what I did? I took my 5/8, the one without the tape around it, of course, and I stuck a 00 in the taper, well on top of that, all the way in, and this should be pretty easy to see, but yeah. If that makes any sense. Never stretch two gauges at the same time, or plugs and tapers, whatever, and it's too late to say those. Never stretch two at a time in the same ear, because I took the 00 out to try to put the 3/4 in, and it didn't work because all it did was stretch one section and then also give me a small rip in about every little crevice, because usually when your ears when you take your plugs out, they have little bumps, you know, because that's from going from big to small. And what it did, when I took those out, those little crevices, they instantly had little tiny tears where they should be. And with this one ended up being a lot worse because, see, like with this one, I stuck the 00 about halfway through. With this one, I stuck it all the way through. And this one, I've only got taped up barely anything at all. Maybe like 3 layers, I think it is. Because it just hurts really bad. But yeah. Like, my suggestion, never ever 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 do anything when you're up these sizes. Never ever do anything besides taping, or if you can find surgical tapers and a lot of lube and shit, never do anything besides those. Maybe Chaos ear skins. I haven't tried those yet. I really want to give them a try. They look like they're hanging. But yeah, never ever try anything besides those. Alright, this video is really long, so I'm gonna cut it. See you guys.